What's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. Today's the 20th. It's December. It's 2018. And I got this question in an email about 700 dozen times. Now, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but every single year this pops up. Did the moon flip? Is the moon flipping over? The moon flipped, the moon, the moon, the moon. And science doesn't do too much to help that because they cover this as well. They talk about this. They talk about when the Earth's poles are going to flip and everything else. None of that's accurate whatsoever at all. So here's some footage that I took last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, freezing my ass off. And I'm going to compare it to footage that I took at the beginning of the year. And I'm going to show you the timestamp so you can see it for yourself. This is a picture of the moon I took on April 28th. 9:33 a.m. 2018. I took it with a Nikon Coolpix 900, and I was in the desert when I took it. So there it is. There's the moon right there. You can see the telltale craters and other things that you can recognize, including these things right here. And I'm going to show you some amazing 4K footage of this at the end of this video. So if you love watching the moon, watch till the end. Do you see what I'm saying? So this picture was on April 28th, 9:33 a.m., which doesn't really make much sense. And this was taken last night. Okay, I'm going to show you the file. The first picture was with a Nikon P900. This one was taken last night with a Nikon P1000. The time right here is correct, but then I went back out and took later videos. Like I said, this will be in 4K, and you can see that this is the same thing. The moon hasn't flipped whatsoever at all. April 28th. You see that? You see that? You see that? Last night. You see that? You see that? It's all the same. It's all the same. So people getting videos where the moon is illuminated and pointing down, or the moon's illuminated and pointing up, the moon does a lot of wacky things. But if the model was as NASA explains to us, that should be what gets people's attention. Do you see what I'm saying? And it doesn't seem to be. I'm taking video of the moon coming up over the Atlantic Ocean, completely due east, when the sun set an hour prior, completely due west. Do you see what I mean? Like this, for instance. Every year, National Geographic, all the science magazines, you can look up Nat Geo right now, and that's the website I'm showing you right now. And they're constantly explaining how the Earth's poles will eventually flip. So what then? I mean, there's like, I don't know, 5 stories in 2018 alone if you punch in magnetic poles flipping. Video I took last night really got me thinking, and I'm going to show this to you because if I can zoom in on the shadow inside a crater, well, let me show you. You tell me. Notice right here, I have the entire moon in frame, but do you notice how it appears that the moon, I mean, you should be able to see the entire outline, even though it's not lit up. You should be able to see the outline of the moon right here where it would be full, because this isn't completely full as of yet. And you don't. I zoom in right here. I'm sorry for this, but I mean, it's zoomed almost all the way out. It's freezing cold out, and it's on a tripod, and I'm still freezing my ass off, so it was hard to keep it stable. But notice right here, it looks like the moon actually, I don't know, morphs, changes its size, something to that effect. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'm zoomed in so far, you should be able to see the darkness of the full disk of the moon, if that makes any sense. I'm not exactly sure if I'm saying this the way I'm thinking it, but it is what it is. Notice the chemtrails and the clouds that are illuminated behind the moon. You get those all the time. They were spraying last night that it looked to the point that the moon was creating its own clouds. I know it's an optical illusion, but it's crazy. They've been spraying here relentlessly. absolutely, completely, relentlessly, and it really concerns me that they're nonstop now, nonstop talking about how they're going to start spraying to block the sun. Check this out. This was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. This was taken with a Nikon P900. This is in high definition. Look at this sky. Look how thick the chemtrails are that they're literally casting a shadow on the cloud canopy above them. This is amazing. And according to Harvard University, they have yet to begin spraying. They're simply experimenting, or they're going to start experimenting in the southwest of the United States. That's exactly what they're claiming right now. Notice the reflection of the sun is a perfect hexagon. See it? Right there. I spend countless hours recording this stuff, and I usually don't put it up. I save it, I save it, I save it. This is in the sky. This isn't condensation. This looks like material. Thick, thick material. And the other thing is zoomed all the way out. Zooming a Nikon 3000 millimeters out, looking through the eyepiece, you should not be able to look at the sun, and yet you can. And this is the sky. Unbelievable. This is it every single solitary day, every day. And according to Harvard researchers, they have yet to begin. So when they do begin, I suppose we're not going to see the sun ever again at all. The only reason the sun was even out is because it was in the 20s yesterday. We had one day where it was in the 50s, and they chemtrailed, like it was their job. This is our new reality. Is what a sunset looks like. We're seeing rainbows in the sky from the metallic nanoparticulates that they're spraying everywhere, and people don't seem to have an issue with it. It's all good. As a matter of fact, most people don't even notice it. But long story short, did the moon flip? I'm going to have to say that it didn't. Is the moon a rock that countries can send rocket ships to land on and take samples? No, not at all. Are they filling our atmosphere with nanoparticulates of heavy metals that humans shouldn't be breathing? Absolutely, absolutely, and without a doubt. The rainbows people are capturing around the sun every day, or the random rainbow in the middle of the sky like this one, well, that's just what you're breathing in. Nothing more, nothing less. This is our new reality, and most people won't even acknowledge it. So the burden falls upon us. Richie from Boston. If you want to see some 4K footage of the moon, I'll run it right now, so enjoy.